Beadalon cutters. These cutters are used for cutting all types of wires. The two types I'd like to show you today are flush cutters and semi-flush cutters. A flush cutter is a cutter that has the opposite side, which is where the metal is, and the cut here is at a higher angle, and this is at a flush cut. So when this cuts in one direction, such as here, this portion of the cut is flat, and what's left over has a peak to it, and that peak is shown right there. And the other side is flush, of course. We have three types of flush cutters. There's the economy version, which we call a nipper, and we also have a professional nipper, which is this one with the green handles. Again, the flush surface here and the pointed on the inside. And then we have the highest end cutter that we have, and this is a flush cutter that's got a spring. All of these have springs. This one has a spring here and very, very good ergonomic design handles. This is a great cutter for use in many different things. I prefer to use the flush cutters in jewelry that you're going to have the wire pretty much exposed, so you're going to be able to see it. It's going to be part of the jewelry design, and you want a nice flush cut on the end. Now, for cutting other types of wires, not necessarily for wire wrap things, but for cutting stringing wires or things where you can be able to hide the ends, or if you need more production type cutting, you want a semi-flush cutter. And what that is where the angle of the flush cutters is about this. The semi-flush cutter has an additional cut going this direction. On this one, I think you can see it pretty well. There's a nice indent, so that instead of being flush, there's an additional cut on either side so that the sharp edge has more backing, so it's got a wider angle leading up to the peak that's going to do the cutting. So there are several different sizes of these cutters. They all work pretty much the same, except for this one. This one has, if you can see that the edges have been heat treated. It's an induction heat treatment that makes the tips very, very hard. So this is the only cutter in this type of cutter that can cut memory wire and other steel wires. So this is a very good production cutter that can be used for many, many different things. All the others should be used with Beadalon wires and all of the artistic wires, as well as the German style wires. So we've learned about flush cutting and also the semi-flush cutters. Always choose the proper cutter for the work that you'll be doing.